Angeles Dodgers against the San Diego Padres. It's Major League Baseball 2K11.
And out there in this crowd, some 42,000. Matt Latos, go-to for a win. They're going to go to him today. Latos is on the mound. 2K Sports presents our MLB broadcast. So glad you're there. Steve, let's try and go inside his mind. What's he thinking about against these Dodgers?
For such a young pitcher, Matt Latos has such a presence on the mound that over-the-top fastball and then the hard breaking ball coming out of it, tell you what, it looks like a fastball and then just breaks into your hands.
Here's the lineup for the Dodgers. Any of these bats stand out, John?
Well, the athleticism of Matt Kemp, no better athlete in the game of baseball. Problem Matt Kemp has is sometimes that athleticism gets in the way of the fundamentals of the game. If Matt Kemp can be a fundamentally sound player, he could be one of the best there is. Still, though, pretty good as far as hitting the ball out of the ballpark, stealing bases, and the fact that he can chase balls down with the best of them in center field.
Play ball! And our leadoff hitter is Rafael Furcal. Ball. And Latos, no luck with that pitch. It's going to be upstairs.
Well, that pitch right there just seemed to get away from the pitcher, took off on him. Looked like he tried to overthrow that a little bit.
Don't scare me, Rafael.
On the way. That one's fouled off by Furcal. Runs up to bunt, gets this one down. Hundley. And we'll take a quick look at the Padres and their defensive alignment. John, thoughts on the fielders here?
We always want to keep an eye on Orlando Hudson. The O-Dog still has the great range for a guy who's getting a little bit older. He's great, though, at going back and getting pop-ups. He can let your outfielders play deep because he has the ability to go back and take the bloops away from the hitters.
Matt Kemp has a runner on first here. The career average, 275 off the Padres. Latos with a delivery. Sliders in there, no balls and a strike.
Look, Gary, 0-1 count. I'm looking for him to come right back with that fastball.
And a good eye there by Matt Kemp. Stays away from it. It's even.
For some reason on the 1-1 count, he really likes to be aggressive. I'd have to try to work off the corners a little bit and see if I can't get it off the center of his bat.
Here's the 1-1 pitch. Not going to go after that curveball, but it's in the zone. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Furcal, there he goes. Kemp puts it on the ground. And there's one. But he'll hang on to that, so they will get 1.
Well, nice stop by the first baseman there, but the runner able to advance in the scoring position now.
One away for Andre Ethier.
Now, Petco Park provides a major advantage for the San Diego Padres, a real pitcher's ballpark, and they took advantage of that stadium in 2010.
Well, we talk about going by the book. Book says walking. They're going to.
Well, this guy deserves this kind of respect. I don't blame him for walking.
RBI chance goes to James Loney. Well, you talked about the home advantage at Petco Park, 45-36. That's a good home record.
Well, a good young pitching staff, and they pitch well at home. The best ERA in the league, 2.90 at home.
Hit in the air to left center. 2 away.
Well, he keeps the runners right where they are, so now he's just an out away from working his way out of danger and keeping this game tied.
And it's Casey Blake at the plate. Two down. Runners at first and second. Ed Latos has him 0-1 with that called strike. Pitch on the way. Now here's a grounder towards the hole. And he's out at first. What an out! So they pick up no runs, one hit, and strand a couple. So it'll be the San Diego Padres, bottom of the first. And it'll be Clayton Kershaw doing the pitching. Los Angeles has him starting. Steve, what's he looking for? What's he thinking about here against the San Diego lineup?
Well, Clayton Kershaw has unhittable stuff. His fastball and his curveball, and the changeup is improving. He's now figuring out how to put that whole package together and work a sequence of pitches to get hitters out.
Kershaw with a windup. Really extended his arms that time, but 0-2. That's hit foul by Bartlett. Hit in the dirt. Picked up by Furcal. So Bartlett is retired. Right now we've got a moment to look at the lineup for the Padres. And our scouting report, John, who are we watching for today?
Well, you love to watch guys that have a lot of potential, and Chase Headley is that guy. He's had streaks at the plate where he's very good. He also has streaks where anyone can get him out. Consistency is the key when you're a young player. If he can figure it out, though, he could be a special player for this team.
And it's Orlando Hudson in the box now.
Now I got the Southern California showdown here right now as the Padres look to take one away from their neighbors to the north.
One out, nobody on. And Kershaw's pitch, looked at it, first strike, 0-1. This Southern Cal showdown last year, the Padres 10-8 against the Dodgers, Steve.
You know what, a little bit of an edge for the Padres, and that's progress for them, and it was key was their pitching and that Dodger offense that just wasn't consistent in 2010.
Here's the 1-1. 1-1 delivery. A fastball taken for a strike. 1-2.
Now that he's ahead in the count here, Gary, I'm looking for him to go to the curveball and try to punch him out.
One-two pitch coming. Foul straight back. The pitch. Here's a swing and a liner to left center. This one beyond him. It's going to be extra. This one finds its way around, rolling all the way to the wall. The throw gets in there in time. He is safe at third.
But when he shoots this one toward the wall, at his speed, he makes it there easily. Now, with only one out, the manager has a big decision how they're going to pitch to this next guy.
Man on third with one away. Here's the pitch. And Headley will watch that one up high.
Well, the Dodgers were looking to build upon an impressive 2009 season, but they took a step backwards instead. The growth and development of the young players just didn't come along.
Here's Kershaw's 1-0 pitch. Misses outside for ball two. Well, the Dodgers last year certainly missed the good bat of Manny Ramirez. just fell apart on him and on them.
And you know what? That really impacted Andre Ethier. He's a different hitter when you have a power bat behind him. They need him to grow and develop without Manny Ramirez, and Matt Kemp needs to step it up as well.
And that missed ball 4. They'll put the double play in order, though, with one away.
That's a close pitch, but he walks him in 4 pitches, and now he's got to go after the next guy.
We'll show you how the Dodgers are lined up around the field. So, John, any individual stand out?
But one of the best athletes in baseball is Matt Kemp. But sometimes that doesn't always equate into being a great outfielder. His athleticism, though, lets him get away with a lot of mistakes. Sometimes doesn't run the best routes, sometimes throws to the wrong bases. But you love his athleticism, and when he figures it out, he's going to be a star.
And Ludwig watches it low for a ball. He's managed just 2 hits and 14 at-bats his lifetime against Kershaw. The 1-0 now. Swing and a miss by Ludwig. Strike 1.
Was a hitter, when a guy has a good fastball, you think you have to swing a lot harder to try to catch up with it. You really don't, but he did right there, and that's why he blew it past him.
And Kershaw's wide that time. 4 ball.
Well, you watch how the hitter reacted to that. He had thoughts about chasing that pitch, but at the last second decided to lay off of it.
2-1 pitch. That one's off the bat of Ludwig. Kemp will field. And he gets over to take care. And Hudson's on his way home. And Hudson comes in to score. So now the WPA graph will show us how much of a difference that run batted in means with their chances of victory.
Good team offense right there. Get them on, get them over, get them in. Doesn't have to be the long ball. Outs can score runs.
And Brad Hopp standing in. Steve, they needed to take the lead, and they've come through just as we thought they might. See how this plays out.
Well, that's a good piece of hitting right there to take an early lead in this game.
Runner on first, 2 away. A swing and a fly ball to left center field. And it falls in there for a base hit. Steve, sometimes that pitch down the middle you want to drive. He chose to take it the other way.
Well, good piece of hitting. You don't have to always pull that ball. You think up the middle at first and then adjust accordingly. Outstanding adjustment.
And Venables batting. Two men on and 2 men out. That one's drilled to short, and that's through a base hit. Headley's trying for the plate, and Headley comes home, and the throw, and not in time. He's safe. Get to take a look at one here that probably should have ended at first base.
Well, he had the burners on coming out of the batter's box and rounding first base. Great aggressiveness on his part. He didn't let up, and he gets in safely.
No indecision when he got to first base.
That's how you get in safely to second.
Runners at second and third and 2 down. Kershaw with a windup. Can't get him to chase it. That's low. Ball 1.
The best curveballs are the ones that start in the strike zone, then fall out of the strike zone. He couldn't get him to fish for that one, though.
Fastball just misses, and he falls behind 2-0.
Got to really credit the way this offense is working the count here in the first inning. They understand the game decided by middle relievers today. They may get this starter out early.
Maven makes contact. That is fouled off. And now Cameron Maben has the count in his favor. It goes to 3-1. Hitting .250 lifetime against the Dodgers.
Not this one to Tijuana.
And this is inside, and that hit him hard.
I know he didn't want to do that. That's going to load things up now.
And we're going to see Hundley here.
As a manager, when your pitcher pegs a batter, you hope that he gets his focus back and can bring it back in the strike zone. But if he can't, you have to go out and get him. You can't afford to put more men on base.
And when you got the bases loaded like this is the opportunity you look for in a game. It may not come again.
Well, when you have a lead, you want to keep adding to it. A big opportunity here to spread the margin.
And we're going to see Hundley here. Bases are loaded with 2 down. Here's the pitch. And that's too low, 1-0.
A two-seam fastball is such an effective pitch. One, because it gets ground ball outs, but two, it sets up his other pitches.
Slider just misses the black, falls behind 2-0. There's a swing and a drive, deep right field. This one towards Ethier, and that's out number 3. Early scoring, that's always a blessing. They get it going here. The Padres lead it 2-0. It's Juan Uribe to lead it off. Ed Latos has him 0-1 with that called strike.
I don't think he liked that call very much, but the reality is he couldn't hit that any day of the week. That's a great pitch.
Here's the pitch. Strike 2 at the knees, 0-2.
Gary, if I'm the pitcher in this situation, I'm going with slider. He struggles with it, and it's one of my better out pitches.
Here's the delivery. Oh, tough one to lay off right there, that fastball, 1-2. The 1-2 on it towards the middle. And that's a base hit. Uribe on it first. And maybe he wanted to waste that pitch. It just didn't get it far enough away or up high.
Well, it was still caught a little too much of the plate, and the batter took advantage of it. Good focus at the plate.
And in the batter's box, it's Gibbons. Runner on first base, nobody out. Latos with a delivery. Hit in the air to left center. And that gets down for a base hit. Uribe's headed for third. Boy, what a time now to capitalize if they can.
The best hitters in the game use the whole field. You have to be able to go the other way, even when the pitch is over the heart of the plate. That's what he does right there.
Guys prolong their career, not with power, but with base hits that are hit that way. Runners at the corners with no one out. And a strike. Latos catches him looking. Pitch on the way. Swung on, lined over the first baseman's head. And that gets down and brings Uribe home. All the way to the wall. The throw. And he scores. That is the tying run.
Well, now after giving up 3 straight hits, the manager has to start thinking about getting somebody up in the pen.
And it's Belisario at the plate. Well, he needs to get the out here. You do not want to give up a hit to the opposing pitcher in this situation. And then the opportunity will continue for the offense since they've got that top of the order waiting. No outs, runner on second. And he tries to get one down. Latos. And his throw is in time for out number one.
To be a successful pitcher, you have to be able to pitch and field your position, but you also have to handle the bat, and that's what he did right there.
Now, that number 9 spot, Steve, a lot of people say that's just a waste. That's an automatic out. That's how you take and get something out of it.
That's how you help yourself when you're the pitcher.
And Rafael Furcal up.
Well, even though Furcal had injuries, he still hit 300 and stole 22 bases, but that's not going to be good enough. If he's going to help this team win, he has to be out there for 130 to 140 games at least.
First pitch to Furcal. And Latos has him 0-1 with that called strike. Well, Rafael Furcal's got to play more games in order to help the team. I mean, he was in 93 games. He's got to be able to keep the numbers up and put the game numbers up.
You know, when he did play, though, he did hit 300, swiped 22 stolen bases. So, I mean, the production is still there. I agree with you guys. They need him healthy, but when he is healthy, he's still a pretty good player.
Comes set, now the 1-1. 1-1, curveball, misses, 2-1.
They went with the big curveball off the plate, trying to get him to reach for it, but he lays off.
Now the 2-1 pitch. Swung on, hit by Furcal. Ludwig to field this one. 2 down here in the inning. Here comes the runner for the plate. And there it is. That's the tie-breaking run. They're ahead. A productive hit. Checking the WPA graph, let's measure what the RBI means.
Boy, what a good offensive team, finding a way to get the runners in. Take advantage of the opportunities when you have them. That's a good offense.
And we've got Kemp batting. This offense is taking some pressure off the pitching at this point, Steve.
Gary, we just saw quality at bat right there. He got the job done. When he got his pitch, he knew what to do with it, and he delivered.
Base is empty with 2 outs. And the first pitch. And Latos has him 0-1 with that called strike. As Ralph Kiner, our old buddy, used to say, you know, good at-bats is one where you get production, and that's what they got right there.
Yeah, but he's also the guy who said you can't win the game unless you take the lead.
The pitch. And it's 0-2. Kemp will be careful. They'll try and K him.
But Gary, now that he's ahead in the count, it's probably a good time to go to the changeup.
He delivers. Ball. Big breaking ball misses, 1-2. The 1-2 pitch. And a good eye there by Matt Kemp. Stays away from it. It's even. Two-two pitch. Changeup misses, full, 3-2.
Well, that's where you look for a changeup from the pitcher away in the strike zone. If they look for it and get it, they can really shoot that thing the other way and do some damage.
Here's a big pitch to Kemp. Swung on, contact made. Venable. And that's the 3rd out. That'll do it. Matt Latos, that's an inning he's going to have to recover from, or he's going to be short-lived. He gets stung for 3 runs in the 2nd inning, allowing the offense to get on the board. Up next, it'll be the Padres. Bottom part of the order will get their chance offensively. And if you've just joined us, our broadcast of Major League Baseball on 2K Sports with John Kruk and Steve Phillips, I'm Gary Thorne. And in the batter's box, the Northia swung on and fouled away. He deals. He lets that fastball go by for a called strike. 0-2.
Let's see if they go right at him or if they're going to waste a pitch. They're way ahead right now.
On the way. Can't get him to chase the fastball. Low. 1-2. And it goes foul. 1-2 pitch coming. Fastball swung out and missed. Struck him out. 1 away.
With 2 strikes, the hitter wanted the fastball. He got it, but didn't do anything with it.
And we've got Bartlett batting.
And Jason Bartlett had a down year in 2010. Big catalyst in 2009 for his team, but the manager still showed a lot of faith in him in the postseason, batting him leadoff, hoping he can recover some of that magic.
1 out, nobody on. First pitch to him. And he watches one that goes inside. 1-0 count. And you know, John, that's a big step back from years past for Bartlett. His average was down almost 70 points. He just didn't have the pop either.
You know, guys, when a guy struggles like that, as a general manager, you start to wonder, what was he? Was he the guy that had the great season or the guy that had the down season? You're not really sure. There's no justice in this game. When you hit it that hard, you should get a base hit, but he hit it right at the shortstop, and unfortunately, he's back to the dugout.
And here's Orlando Hudson. A career .331 hitter off the Dodgers. Bases empty and 2 down. First pitch way out of the zone. Ball 1. .1-0 on the way. And it gets through. 2 for 2.
Well, this pitcher was cruising along in this inning, and not a lot of difficulty so far. Loses concentration for just 1 second, and now a runner in scoring position. He's got to work.
Hudson's the runner at second. Here it comes. Fastball in there. 0-1.
Look, Gary, 0-1 count. I'm looking for him to come right back with that fastball.
And Chase Headley watches that one go by, and the count is even. 1 for 4 lifetime against Belisario. And that one outside. Headley lays off.
A great movement on that 2-seam fastball, trying to start it on the corner, running it off the plate. The hitter just laid off.
Here's the 2-1. Swing and a miss. Chase Headley can't make contact. That'll even up our count.
I wouldn't be surprised if they go with a fastball right here. The numbers indicate he struggles with 2 strikes on that heater.
Gave him a fastball that time, but it's outside. 3-2. Here's the 3-2 pitch. Lines this one to the left side, out of play. Fastball swung on and missed. Side retired. They pick up no runs on 1 hit and leave a man at second. Dodgers hanging on to this lead. And the 3-hole will be coming right up. And here's Andre Ethier leading it off. And out on the mound, we've got Joe Thatcher as they make the pitching swap. Swing and a hot shot. And it's through. Base hit for Ethier. That brings up James Loney.
Well, a great job right there by the first hitter in this inning to get on base. And, you know, a lot of big innings are started with that first guy getting on. And you have 1 or 2 big innings in a game, and that can be the difference in the outcome.
Ethier on first. And Loney gets in. First pitch. Starts him off with one in there for a strike. Batting .300, that's 3 for 10 lifetime against Thatcher. Here's the pitch. And Loney watches that one go by. Count is even.
Well, this broke a little bit too much out of the zone right here for a ball, but he's got to bring it back in. Rein that thing in a little bit.
Oh, and there goes Ethier. 2-1. And he's in there at second base. Here's the pitch. Lined up the middle. And that gets down Loney, a base hit. That'll bring up Casey Blake in a big at-bat.
Well, anytime you see a pitch that far outside, you have to marvel at the fact that how did he get such a good piece of wood on it? But he did, and he got a base hit.
Loney's at first base. Ethier's on third. First pitch, fastball, 0-1.
That's a great pitch right here. Pounding the strike zone, going up and away. A pitch he could catch up with.
Good patience. Casey Blake letting it go. Count is even. He is 0 for 1 off Thatcher. A swing and a fly ball to left center field. And Maben. One away. Ethier's heading home. Ethier scores.
Solid approach at the plate. Got a pitch that he could do something with it, that he could handle, and he picks up an RBI. Good job.
And in the batter's box, it's Uribe. And Steve, the offense continues to produce. They keep building on it.
Well, you have to credit this lineup, Gary. There's some quality at bats right now and taking advantage of the opportunities, and now they have a lead.
One down, runner at first. And the first pitch. Fastball misses away, 1-0. And it may be early going. They've got a chance, though, to maybe put this ball game away and put a little defeatism on the other side.
Well, what I really like is their approach at the plate. They're waiting for their pitch, and when they get it, they're driving it, taking advantage of every mistake the pitcher's making.
The pitch. He takes a fastball for a strike. Now it's 1-2.
Well, that's a solid pitch going up in the zone with that four-seam fastball. You establish different parts of the zone, and you change the hitter eye level. In this situation, he took the pitch.
Puts that one in play. Ludwig. That's the second out.
Now the hitter just out in front of this one, causing him to lift the ball to the outfield. The left fielder makes an easy play.
And in the batter's box, it's Givens. Two outs and a man on first. Here's the first pitch. The fastball is in there. It's 0-1.
A fastball up in the zone like that, a pitch a lot of guys like to hit. He just couldn't swing the bat.
Here's a big swing and a miss. 0-2.
Now, Gary, this guy's one of the more patient hitters around. He's willing to take pitches down on that 0-2 count. I think you have to attack him. Don't waste a pitch here.
Oh, tough one to lay off right there, that fastball. 1-2.
Well, with a 1-2 count, most hitters are looking for something off speed, a strikeout pitch, a put-away pitch. As a pitcher, you need to recognize that situation and maybe power him with a fastball.
Swung on, hit sharply to first. And he'll step on first to retire the side. So they score once on 2 hits, 1 man left. The Dodger lead by 2. Big bats ready to make an appearance. And we've got Ludwig batting. And doing the pitching, it'll be Jonathan Broxton. They've decided it's time to bring a new arm into this one.
When you look up the word closer in a dictionary, it should have Jonathan Broxton's picture beside it. 6'4", 290 pounds. This is one of these guys that when he comes in the game with that size and that girth, you know the game's over. And the fact that he throws 100 miles an hour doesn't hurt anything either.
0-1, first pitch you saw fouled off. And he pops it up, foul territory behind third. That's one down. And it's Brad Hopp at the plate.
Well, when you can throw in triple digits like Jonathan Broxton, you would have to think that you're a lights-out closer. 2010, though, a different story. Blew 7 saves and converted only 22, and at one point in the season, lost his closer role.
Hopp gets set. Here comes the delivery. It's 0-1 as he swings and misses at that fastball. Broxton missed time with injuries. That's why he was, in part at least, ineffective. And you wonder, is this going to be an injury-prone pitcher?
Well, he did not have his good stuff in the month of September, and he got knocked all over the ballpark. He just seemed to lose his confidence as well, trying to miss bats instead of pounding the strike zone.
Now the 1-1 pitch. And Ethier picks it up.
Well, I followed the scouting reports. They moved the outfielders back before the play, and they were in exactly the right position to be able to make the catch. Good coaching.
And Venables batting. In this matchup, lifetime 1 for 3 off Broxton. Two out, space is empty. First pitch on the way. Fastball just misses. 1-0.
Well, anytime you have a good fastball and you can keep it down in the zone around the knees or lower, it's great location and, believe me, very difficult to hit.
Now the 1-0 pitch. And he takes a strike on that fastball. 1-1.
Hitters have to have great balance and be prepared for the pitch away. If you open up even a little bit, you can't catch up to that four-seam fastball in the outside corner.
The 1-1 pitch. Watches that fastball go by, and now he's at 1-2.
Well, the hitter didn't like that one, but that's a strike. He hit the inside corner up in the zone. Got to swing the bat.
Here's the pitch. And that one is a fly ball. This could do it. That's going to be a wrap. Final out of the ball game.
In a good battle, Los Angeles able to come away with a win and feel happy.
Well, it's that time again. How about we take a look at our player of the game?
He didn't just shut the door on their bats. He slammed it and nailed it closed. A dominant effort out of the pen that gave them the boost they desperately needed to outlast their inspired opposition.
And Steve, they're able to put this one away in the record books. That's a good victory.
Hey, anytime you can go on the road and beat another major league team, you've got to consider yourself fortunate.
I guess it's that time again. We wrap up this 2K Sports broadcast of MLB. For John, Steve, our entire 2K Sports crew, I'm Gary Thorne. Adieu, adieu.